Hello everyone, we're back with another tier list and we're getting into ice types today. So let's get started. We have a lowland sandshrew. I'm gonna put a lowland sandshrew in C tier and a lowland sandslash. So recently I found out, I started using a lowland sandslash and I started seeing that it's not a bad Pokemon. I'll put it A tier. Cool, same with the lowland Vulpix and a lowland Ninetales. Yeah, I'm gonna put a lowland Vulpix B tier and a lowland Ninetales A tier. And you know what? I have a feeling I actually want to put a lowland Ninetales S tier. I'm gonna put a lowland Ninetales S tier. I started using it on a team that I made for the Christmas Steps versus, and actually pretty good. Solid Pokemon all around. Dewgong. I'm gonna put Dewgong B tier. Cloyster. I'll put Cloyster A tier. Now I believe this one's Shen Pao. Shen Pao is gonna go S tier. This guy is really good at rapid spin and all that, right? Mr. Rhyme for freakiness, he's going in F tier for freaky. Jinx is gonna be, I feel like Jinx is one of those Pokemon that needs a Mega Evolution. Apparently it had a Mega and it was scrapped. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep Jinx in B tier, I think. And Lapras. Lapras is a pretty decent Pokemon. I'm gonna put Lapras in A tier. Gigantamax Lapras. Gigantamax Lapras will also go A tier. Articuno is gonna go S tier. Sneasel. I think I'll put Sneasel in. I want to say B tier because Weavile's S tier. Yeah, I'll do that. It'll go B tier for now. Ooh, the Mamoswine line. I really like the Mamoswine line a lot. Swinub for cuteness goes B. Piloswine goes B, and Mamoswine goes A. I'm kind of scared. I want to put Mamoswine S, but I'm not so sure. I think I'll leave him A tier. Delibird is F tier. I actually do think this Pokemon has the worst stats of any full evolved Pokemon out there. Smoochum. I don't really like this Pokemon. I'll go F tier as well. Cast form. I like this cast form more than the other cast forms, but I've never used cast form, like ever. um, Snorunt. Snorunt. I want to say B tier. I'll put it C tier actually. And the evolve form, I will put A tier. Dude, okay, so this one, when he mega evolves, right? I believe the mega evolution Pokedex thing somewhere says that he breaks his jaw and is in extreme pain. Like, that's kind of wild. This mega actually is nightmare fuel when you read the Pokedex entry. He pushes his limit and he breaks his jaw. So this jaw is hanging, by the way. Like, it's broken. That is absolutely horrifying. I know megas are apparently supposed to be like hurtful to Pokemon, but this one sounds very, very painful. Seal. Put Seal B tier for cuteness. And Celio will probably go B tier as well. And Walrein, I think Walrein has potential to be S tier. I really like Walrein as an ice type Pokemon. Regice. Regice has to go S tier. Oh, Abomasnow. Okay, so I'm gonna place Snover in C tier, Abomasnow in A tier, and I think Mega. I'll put Mega in A tier. I feel like they're both pretty good. Actually, regular is not that great. This guy has the 4-time weakness to fire, so I'll drop him down to B tier. Weavile is A tier. Glaceon is also A tier, but I've recently started using it again in my team, right? And I'm gonna say S tier. Frostlass is A tier. I think in terms of the ice types, Rotom Freezer is actually S tier. Arceus will go A tier. Darmanitan and Darumaka. I'm gonna put Darmanitan in C tier. Darumaka, I think, will go. Actually, it's Darumaka, Darmanitan. I had it backwards. Darmanitan, I'm gonna put A tier. And this form also goes A tier with it. This Pokemon needs to come to the Switch. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Vanillix, his whole line is DS only right now. I don't think there's a game that he's transferred over into the Switch. But this is a good Pokemon here. The first one will go C tier. Yeah. I think it's simple. I think it's CBA. I think it actually just gets better as it evolves, right? It goes from tiny child cone to 1 scoop to 2 scoops. Beartic and Cubchoo. Cubchoo? I don't like Cubchoo because the big snot booger. I'll put Cubchoo in D tier. I don't think he's F tier. I just don't think he's good at all. Beartic's actually not that good either. I'd put him in C tier. I don't think I've ever used this guy. Yeah, I'll just put him in C tier. Trigonal is one of those weird Pokemon. I think he was. I don't remember if he was tricky to get in his original game or if I just never got one in his original game. But I remember only having a Trigonal like after beating the game. And I don't think I even used one. I just don't think I was enamored or even bothered, should I say, to get this Pokemon. So I'll go C tier. Ooh. Kyurem is definitely S tier, with both black and white Kyurem being S tier. Now, honestly, I wanted to throw Kyurem down into A tier because his black and white form exists, but I feel like his black and white form are actually like S plus. Being 2 Pokemon, they are extremely overpowered. So, yeah. I think these 2 are gonna be the strongest in S tier. Never mind. I just saw someone else in the list, and I think he might take it from them. So we'll go with okay. So Amora and Aurora or Amora. I forget how to say these guys' names. The Aurora Borealis fossil, one of the better fossils, honestly. They both go A tier, I think. Bergmite and Avalugg. So Bergmite is an easy tier, D tier. Yeah, I'll go D tier. Avalugg and Hisuian Avalugg. So Avalugg is gonna go B tier and Hisuian's gonna go A tier, I think. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good one. Hisuian is a little bit better than regular. Crabominable. Very ugly Pokemon, but decent stats. I'll go C tier. Silvalley's gonna go C tier. Mr. Rhyme. Wait, this wasn't Mr. Who was the other guy? Who's the evolved form? No, this is Mr. Mime Alolan. This is Mr. Rhyme. I think Mr. Rhyme makes up for the freakiness, and I'm gonna put him A tier because he's not that freaky, and he's actually kind of nice looking Pokemon. Snow is kind of a worm, weird thing, so we'll go C tier. Frostmoth can go. Frostmoth can go A tier. Ice Q and Ice Q with the depleted head. With the melted head, he goes F tier. He looks goofy as hell like this, and I hate it, so he goes F tier. Ice Cube head is also kind of goofy, so I'm gonna put him in D tier. These ugly fossil fish things go into F tier without a doubt. And here we go. This is so I believe it's Glacier S tier. And Calyrex with Glacier or Glacier Rider, whatever he's called, the Ice Rider, is S tier. And you know how I said these two, the black and white Kyurem, are S plus? This is triple S tier Pokemon right here. This guy deserves to be an F tier for being the most overused, hated Pokemon in the competitive scene. But you cannot deny his ability to be the best. And he is the top of S tier 100%. Or the bottom of F tier, depending on if you've been on the if you've used him, he's top of S tier. If you've gone against him, he's bottom of F tier. That's just how out of its own league this Pokemon is. Citadel and Cititan. I actually don't like the way these Pokemon look. I actually hate their look. And I'm gonna put Citadel D tier and Cititan C tier. I don't think they're terrible Pokemon. I just don't like the way they look. Iron Bundle, on the other hand, is S tier. I love Iron Bundle. And now we have the Dragon type for Paldea. And honestly, I hate it. I hate Baxcalibur so much. I hate that he does that stupid little flip to attack. I hate it. But it's not a bad Pokemon. It's very hard to find this little guy in the beginning, so I didn't actually have a Baxcalibur until I beat the game and decided to complete the Pokedex. So I'm gonna go. This is tough because I think Baxcalibur is good, but not S tier. So I'm gonna go A tier. And I think these two are both gonna go C tier for me. I don't see any use of having these guys without having this guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, my top has to be Calyrex with the Ice Rider. The lowest is probably gonna be Alolan Ninetales. No, Walrein. Walrein can go into A tier, but I just like Walrein, so he goes bottom of S tier. The best A tier is probably either one of these Megas or Arceus. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Megas. I think they both hold top of A tier here. And the bottom of A tier is gonna be this guy. He's more, yeah. No, Frostmoth. Frostmoth is bottom of A tier. Top of B tier is probably gonna be Alolan Ninetales. I'll leave Alolan Ninetales at the top. And the bottom of B tier, Swinub. Top of C tier, probably Silvally. Yeah, we'll put Silvally top of C tier. And bottom of C tier, is it Vanillite? Yeah, Vanillite. D tier, we'll put Citadel at the top. I'm gonna leave Ice Q at the bottom of D tier. F tier, okay. Top of F tier. I think Alolan, no. Yeah. Yeah, the Alolan Mr. Mime is top. And Delibird's bottom of F, I think. Well, actually, bottom of F is also Calyrex, the Ice Rider. Right? For being the hated Pokemon. I hate this guy. But when you use him, he's S. So I think this guy actually takes both places. Top of S and bottom of F. I think he takes both places. Yeah. And that is my ice type tier list. Let me know what you guys think down below, and like and subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate it. Bye bye.